Welcome to the channel. This is the day one channel, the day one, the first day that you have started the process of changing whatever in the world it is that you're trying to change that you haven't been able to do so far. I am Neil. Yes, I lost over 150 pounds. I talk a lot of diet and nutrition and those things, but the reality is that that process changed absolutely everything in my life. And so the day one of whatever your day one is today is why you're here at this channel. We are talking about fuck your feelings because, yo, you cannot get things accomplished if you are dictating your actions based on how you feel. That is just the truth of the matter. This tattoo, it is, I don't want to say it's a tattoo I hate the most of all my tattoos because I don't actually hate any of my tattoos. I have one tattoo that's stupid. It's just this tattoo here. Rest here. This channel is entertaining, trust me. This tattoo right here, I got for a girl that I was not we were never really dating. We were we were friends with benefits for like several years. And I'll never forget laying in bed with this girl. We had just finished having sex and she's like, I want to show you something. I have something I need to tell you. And I was like, okay. And she shows me her wedding invitations. Guys, I can't make this up. She literally was like, "Hey, me and X person are getting married. Um, I want to show you my wedding invitations because I really appreciate your opinion, or I really about value your opinion." And I remember thinking it was like an out of body experience. I was like, "Oh, okay." And I mean, like, there needs to be a channel about that. But fuck your feelings because I was fat because I was eating what I felt like I wanted to eat. I mean that. I actually just did a video uh where I was talking about the fact that the reality is that I got fat because everything I wanted to eat I ate. I was like, you know what I could go for? It doesn't matter the time. This a chocolate milkshake. And it could be 3 o'clock in the morning and I wouldn't go out, but I have all the things in the freezer necessary to make a hell of a milkshake at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I may wake up and decide, I want French toast with a strawberry reduction sauce and bacon, and I want to use it with the fresh Vermont syrup that we just got. And like, I ate my feelings. I felt like I wanted to eat it, so I ate it. There was an app that had all of the diners, drive-ins, dives, and all of the Food Network shows on it. I can't remember. TV Foodie. It was the name of the app was called a TV Foodie app. And I was working logistics and my then ex-wife, my wife at the time, we would go all these different states and pull up wherever wherever the best like man versus food or diner drive-ins and dives, and we go eat at them. Now, we encountered some amazing places, but let me just tell you, oh my goodness, like there was not one place that was known for its healthy choices. Not one. However, I would think of that differently now because, for instance, Pappy Smokehouse, which is in St. Louis, Missouri, shout out to Pappy Smokehouse. Absolutely incredible. Go see the Arch and then go to Pappy Smokehouse. Their barbecue is amazing, and because I'm carnivore, I would absolutely say Pappy's is a great place to go eat because of barbecue. All right, so I say all that to say, like right now, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon recording this video. My birthday was yesterday. Um, See this Campbell. If you watched the last episode, I was telling you about the argument and the homegirl and all that stuff. She she made my birthday special. I can't tell you how many people they just flake, man. Like so many people were like, I had this one person told me that they got a plane ticket early to come see me my birthday week. And I was so like when they told me this, I was so touched. And I hit him up because I had another friend that wants to hang out on Saturday. And so I was like, hey, you're coming in on Friday, right? You want to hang out on Friday or Saturday? And they were like, oh, listen, my weekend is full, but let's get together next week. And I'm like, next week was when you were originally coming in anyway, which means you never were coming in early for me anyway. You were coming in early for whoever you're going to spend the weekend with. So like, for me, I'm just like, fuck your feelings. So like, I told you like, the girl's a good girl. She's just her mindset, whatever. She made my day yesterday very special. She got me this candle, and um, she went through her wishes for me for my birthday, and then wanted to know what mine were for myself, and told me, whenever I lit this candle, the wishes and things that I want, blah blah blah. So it was very sentimental. It was a very special night. That said, oh, it made me think about feelings right now. And my best friend in the world, her name's Karen. I told her, I was like, listen, I sent her a picture. It was actually this video, right here that you're looking at. Okay, so that was last night. And in the video, I had cake with this candle. And Karen was like, oh, that was so sweet. Who did that for you? And I was like, her. And she was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "Relax, don't worry, calm down." Like, I realized that I'm not gonna build homes where vacations are. I was like, "It's temporary, but I'm enjoying the moments." And I mean that because feelings are important. They're important for moments to be had. Some people will say to me, "Neil, you told me that you wake up every morning and you argue with yourself by going to the gym." I do, because I could die at any moment. And I don't wanna lose moments to be over disciplined and not still appreciate life. But I also realize that there are certain things I can't compromise on. What do I mean by that? It is late, like I said, it's 4 o'clock. It's an hour for me to get to the gym, which means I'm gonna get there 5, which is when everybody else is gonna get there when they get off of work. Then I'm gonna work out for an hour and a half, which is gonna be 6:30, almost 7, and then I'm gonna come back and be 8. I'm gonna be tired and I'm gonna wanna do anything. It's just the truth. But I'm not gonna not go. I'm golden. As soon as I'm done with this here with you guys, I'm gonna go to the gym to get my work. Because again, that's the only thing I do for me. So I'm gonna go to the gym and get my workout in. But at the same token, I could have gone this morning at 5 a.m. I could go every morning at 5 a.m. I cannot make excuses. I could lay in bed with whoever I'm spending time with and tell them sorry. You could stay in bed. I got to go to the gym. Like, there is that aspect of fuck feelings. I'm going to the gym because my commitment is to get to the gym at 5. I've been that way before in terms of being very black and very white. And in me losing my 150 pounds, I could definitely say that there were times that I was very black and white. And this is what my thought process is on that. Feelings are important. Right now, in this point in time of my life, am learning more and more about how to trust my feelings more than anything else, which is odd for me. Honestly, the video just shifted because this tattoo, fuck your feelings, I got, it's a, it's a robotic arm. And I always say that I'm half man, half machine, because when I trained canines, when I started learning training canines, I'd always give them my left arm in a sleeve, in some type of sleeve. It started at these big Schützen sleeves, then eventually gets to like hidden sleeves, and then eventually it's newspaper wrapped up with duct tape. But in either case, the point is, it hurts. Like, if you think that you're taking bites on your arm and it doesn't hurt, you're crazy. It hurts. So, I used to say, the thing that makes me great as a decoy for a police canine or for any kind of canine was the level at which I could bring their aggression out and really make them hate me. Part of that's because they see in shadows, because I'm black in skin color. When a dog looks at me, it's different. I don't, I can make dogs more aggressive and angry than any other, and than not. That's it. Whatever. I digress. So I got this tattoo saying it doesn't really matter if it hurts. You gotta do what you do, because the point is to build the dog, to build their confidence, their bite strength, all of those things. And so it doesn't matter how I feel. I'm gonna keep going. It doesn't matter how I feel. I'm tired, but I've got class at 7. I get off of work at 6. So I'm gonna sleep in my car for 45 minutes in the parking lot before class because I can't afford to take out another loan, but I can afford to work. So that's what I did to get through college. I had 3 jobs every semester. And there was one that was a weekend job. It was always Friday through Sunday night. and I was a bouncer or I was working in a restaurant cooking. Okay. And then I was always a personal trainer. And then I always worked some other odd job. The one that kept me up all night that had me sleep in my car in the morning before class was driving a forklift at one of your favorite home centers. Um, and so like it didn't matter how I felt, I had to get stuff done. But flip side of that, at 43 years old, man, I told this girl when I met her, I was like, this is gonna be problematic because I could feel my attraction, I could feel her energy, I could feel our energy. And as our first date continued, I remember saying, I was like, you're an Aries, April when? And she looked at me like, how do you know that? And I want to say I guessed within a day of her birthday. And it was because I felt it. And then after that, we had this conversation about, we were literally sitting in the park about to light a blunt and the wind was blowing. And I remember just sitting there feeling this. I'm sitting there like, chill out, bro. We can't light a blunt in the wind. Why are you fighting with the wind? I'm like, you can't fight with the wind. Like, you have to allow those things to go. The process has to happen. Things happen. And so I'm now explaining her. She's like, what do you mean fighting with the wind? And I was like, I can sit here and try to like move around and cover the lighter, do all of these different things to try to light this blunt. Or we could just appreciate the wind for what it is. I don't want to fight with the wind. It's far greater than me. That was the point of that. And this whole evolution of our relationship, I told you like things that she's been, and like I said, and I continue to say this, I'm like, why are you fighting our feelings? Like, it feels good. Let's enjoy the moments that we have. You do whatever it is that you need to do, because like that's what my commitment is. Like right now in these moments to share, and that's it. And so I told Karen, I was like, don't worry, I'm not going to build a house in a vacation spot. Like, this is temporary. And I say all that to say, I felt this way when I met her. And so me arguing over any of that stuff was because I ignored my feelings, which I've been programmed to do for so long because I need to get stuff accomplished. And I think the thing that makes day one so scary and complicated, as I'm sitting here sharing with you this, is that there's aspects of the journey where you got to just say, fuck it, be disciplined to get it done. Because I could have gone to the gym at 5 a.m. The compromise is that I'm going to go now. It's late. It's not ideal. But my commitment is that I go to the gym every day for me. So I'm go. And that's a combination of feeling and not feeling. And the whole journey is that. And it's not in balance. Let me just say that. People that are starting or trying to create change, it cannot happen in balance, people. The literal aspect of creating change is to create an imbalance in the thing that it is that you're trying to change. And so don't ever think that there could be like, for instance, me saying, dude, I'm trying to build some mass right now, structure my body in a different way. And I don't really feel like going to the gym today. I was up late. It was my birthday yesterday. I had a slice of cake. I really don't, I just, I'll go tomorrow. My neck hurts. I'll go tomorrow. It's not that big a deal. I'm telling you this because it's literally what's in my mind. And it is a big deal. I'm going to the gym and I'm posting this video because these are the commitments I have. So I say all that to say, fuck your feelings, but check in with how you feel because you don't want to fight with the wind. You have got to be able to create a plan and be disciplined to the execution in whatever it is. If you want to start a business, if you want to start a weight loss journey, if you want to start breaking an addiction, if you want to start choosing better people in your life, you have got to create a plan where there are boundaries, limitations, and compromises that you will not make. And at the same time, be flexible to feel what's real. I know for me personally, I'm not going to spend the night with someone I appreciate, for me personally, and get up out of bed at 5 a.m. to go to the gym. That's me, right? I know that. That's a feeling of mine. So I'm not about to write that down as a commitment that has to be me going to the gym at 5 a.m. But I can say, yo, it doesn't matter how long you got to fight with yourself throughout the day or what you have to get done, but you're going to the gym every day. Make that happen. Cool. Okay. Then feel yourself. Feel everything. Because you got to get to a point where you realize, like, yo, why are you doing this? And what is it going to make you feel like if you don't do the thing? Those feelings are important. It's important to be able to have the intuition to understand why you're going through the challenge, the process, the creation, and how you're going to feel doing it. So you can allow those feelings, which can never lie, help you dictate how you adjust the commitments in your plan. So, okay, I'm going to the gym. I love this, but I am so sore. Like, I am so sore and I'm going every day, but I can't keep hurting like this. What's the deal? Well, you may have to look at your nutrition and say, you started thinking you're not going to have to track anything, but if you're sore every day and you're not recovering, you need to look at what aspects of are preventing you from recovery. So go back to the discipline plan, reevaluate the aspects that you need to adjust because of how you're feeling, and then recommit what needs to happen. It may be that you need to eat more protein. It may be that you need to sleep more because you're not getting the rest. It may be you need to bring more water into your system. There's whatever the thing is, right? Do that, okay? And then fuck your feelings. After you have the plan, after you have felt up the adjustments that you needed to, stay disciplined and just get it done. Because as it says in every single of these video descriptions, the small consistencies are the things that create and make big movement. Me hitting record, man, I've now posted videos that have 0 views, and it makes me not want to hit record. But I also posted a video that had 4 views, and I was like, hey, 4 people. It's probably 4 people that have never seen this before. Eventually, it'll be 40 people. Eventually, it'll be 400 people. I did not hit 100,000 subscribers, but the thing that I feel in my soul is that I'm going to wake up one morning and something has gone viral. I don't know what the video is going to be. I don't know what's going to hit the most amount of people that get them to share it and when it gets to them. But I firmly believe that I'm going to wake up one day and I have 1,000 subscribers and I don't know where that came from. And then 10,000 and then 20,000. And I feel like I had something like that happen to my old Instagram. I had a video, go viral on my Instagram. And when I say it went viral, it did something like 20 million views. And it took my account up an additional 10,000 followers for it was in weeks, in weeks. And for months, my stories had 1,500 plus viewers. And it was mind blowing to me that one video drastically changed my entire account. And why am I saying that? Because maybe this is the video. And whenever you watch it, I'm going to need to ask you, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, more importantly, share, because nothing can go viral without people sharing it. Sharing it is the thing that the algorithm knows, oh my goodness, this is going to bring us more attention. The platform, YouTube wants to bring more people to the video. If you're sharing it, that's the #1 signal for YouTube to know, hey, we got to show it to more people like this person. So please like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you want to support the channel, you can do something simple like buy me a coffee. Link is in the description. Or if you want some free money, which I would love for you to get, click the SoFi link, open a checking and savings account with them. They are the only international bank that charges 0 international fees. None. So you get no transaction fees, whether you're using your ATM, whether you're using a debit card at a place to buy something, there are no fees. So if you are a U.S. citizen in the U.S., open a SoFi account, add $50, they will pay you $25, and then they will support the channel by paying me $75. So I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. I don't care how you feel. Make your plan, feel it out, commit to it, and then check in every day because day one starts every single day. Love, peace, and hair grease, people. Thank you guys so much. I would not be here without you. So again, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Peace.